Yo, you know I'm uploading more because I need to get my subscriber count up. I need to get to fucking 1,000, okay? Because it's gonna be awesome later this year. You're not gonna want to miss out where I'm going and the other YouTubers I might be meeting. I'm just here for a semester. I need to get my subscriber count up because I need to start monetizing. I also have a Patreon. I'm gonna make a dedicated video to that. But today's quick story is about an encounter, an exchange I had with a young man at a fast food restaurant today. So I go in ordering some stuff, and it's a young African American guy with a leg brace on. He has like Rick James looking hair, like curly, wearing a hat, and he's just working hard, just trying to make a buck. And so his name is Decavian. It's like Decavian or something. It was like I was like, whoa! I asked how to pronounce it. That's like a superhero villain name. It was crazy. And I said, my name's Reagan. He's, oh, I only know one Reagan. Is it a girl? Yeah. See, like it's a guy name. So, anyways, we got into some chatter, and I find out that he has a flat foot, and he injured his foot in running for track, and he was going to state and stuff, and it's kind of a bummer. And then I showed him these shoes. I'm like ordering some track running shoes, so I'm kind of like relating to him. And then he tells me, I said, "Oh man, I'm 32, and I've seen this thing like ruin our culture." I mean, I was a little bit around before. I was around before like this, like changed our whole society. When I grew up, like people actually called each other and left voicemails. And he was like, "Wow, I like nowadays you just text somebody, like he knows what I'm saying, how it's different now." And he's never left a voicemail like for anyone really. I was just like, wow. And I come to find out he's 16, and I'm 32, so I'm twice this kid's age, and it's like flashback. I'm already feeling like age, and so I can't help myself. I said, man, what you want to do in the next few years, you want to get out of here. You want to get out of the city, like all of this. And he says, yeah, for real. And it's always this picture that I bring up and show people. I said, look, you need to look at this. I said, like, there's not going to be any food in a few years, like tomatoes, like corn, wheat. He says, oh man, that people will freak out if they come in Whataburger. He's like I'm like seeing this young mind connect the dots, about like the fucking apocalypse. I'm like, yeah, no tomatoes for the Whataburger, like for the burgers. But like no food in the grocery store. That's what I mean. Like nothing on the shelf. And he's like, I can see his eyes just lighting up like every 5 minutes. Like what? Like beyond him. Like yeah. And like what? I'm like, look, I'm just telling you like from the bottom of my heart. I literally said this. Like you need to get away from the city and like go work on a farm or like exchange for work. Like start growing. And by this point, like another Whataburger like member caught on and like came out and was like, yeah, the weather is like, it was like really cold yesterday. And I was like, yeah, that's the jet stream. I'm like giving these guys like an intro to like a 5 seconds climate, lesson. Like that's the troughs and the roughs, and it's the Arctic, like it's broken. The jet stream is broken now, and the kid's just like, wow, like I'm like, it's gonna be like The Walking Dead. And he's like, man, well that means like people in like Bolsonaro and like Brazil, they can probably be better because they already know how to like to grow. I'm like, they grow their own food. I'm like, exactly. You're connecting the dots. You see, what you want to do is grow your own shit. And so the picture that drives it in when I have this conversation with people, usually I break the ice. I'm like, how long do you think we got? Because I'm in and out of places all day. I'm in a whole number of places every day, and I always usually show them. I'm not sure if it'll focus, but you can clearly see the red line there. The red lines. I show them that, and their eyes are like, whoa, like that's the fucking shit that they should see. Like nothing does it better than like, visually seeing an easy to like graph that shows. I was like, yeah, and it goes straight up. So 2030 is bad. I'm like spilling on him and just seeing a young mind, connect the dots, and then when he left to get my order, the other girl, like another staff, was like, you're really nice for doing that. Like That's really good you're telling them that, because people don't talk about it, and they should. And I'm like, yeah, they fucking should. It should be like everywhere. This should be the only fucking conversation we should be having amongst other people, except nobody talks to each other anymore in public. And so I told him, on the way out, I said, look up woofing, look up, like, when he said woofing, yeah, exchange for work. That's the small little seed. That's the most impact I have. It's just a little drop of information. I can't change my lifestyle and affect anything. None of my actions really matter. I mean, we do all we can, but it really doesn't matter. But overpopulation really is the problem. We're all just byproducts of the Industrial Revolution, and we're all like just parasites. Okay, we all know this, doomers. Thanks for subscribing. I mean it. I need to get my count up to 1,000, and like the video for the algorithm. Thanks for story time, and I'll talk to you hopefully again soon. I'm sure. Talk to you later.